Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Relentless video. Today, we're going to be talking about cutting losses. The art of cutting the loss. What is required mentally to cut the loss? Guys, trading is 10% technical, 20% fundamental, and 70% emotional. And day trading, that is. Day trading, right? So what does it take to be able to cut that losing trade? What does it take to be brutal with your stop? Now, as we know, before we get long in any trade, we must always have a profit target and a stop loss. Hey, the stock is currently at $5. I have reasons to believe it'll get up there to $5.20. I'm looking for a 20-cent profit target. What's my risk? Usually, traders are looking for that 2-to-1, 3-to-1. Some people will have 1-to-1 ratios, but generally, hey, if I'm looking to make 20 cents, I don't want to risk more than 10 cents in a trade. So when the stock pulls back, you're long, it pops up there, let's say to 508, you're up 8 cents in the trade, and the selling on the bid, right? Traders start to hit the bids hard, and we start to flush down. 505, 503, $5, your break even again, it drops down. 498, 495, you're down 5 cents in the trade, and then we see a flush, 490. What is it going to take, guys, to cut that loss? That's what we'll talk about today. So if you guys have been enjoying the content, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so that you guys are updated every time I upload. Guys, cutting the losses is no easy feat, right? Every trader who is coming in and embarking on this journey towards profitability has faced this battle, right? Whether they got past it, whether they lost to it, or they're still enduring and fighting to get above and beyond that point. We've all been there, guys. And the key is to be very brutal, right? Be very brutal. You got to ask yourself, how much can you keep letting it slip away, right? Enough is enough. And we'll take a look as the video goes on. We'll take a look at my metrics in the simulation to see red days upon red days upon red days, guys. How much is too much, right? How much is enough? When are we gonna say, I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you? When are we going to defeat our demons? That's what it really comes down to. This is one of those barriers, mental barriers that we'll have to face as traders. We're in, sometimes it's a quality setup, man. This happened to me last Thursday. A quality setup, 5-minute bull flag, volume looks great. I'm long in the stock at 214 for the break to 220. I'm up 175 so far from a bunch of scalps I've been taking, feeling good. I have a cushion on the day, I'm long, and immediately, in the blink of an eye, I'm red $50, $200 turnaround, guys. But what do? I cut that loss immediately. So you'll have to ask yourself, over time, look at your metrics. Over time, the numbers do not lie, guys. The numbers do not lie. You'll see, maybe you look at your trader view, your Excel spreadsheets, and you see that every time you hold the losing trade, it results in a bigger loss. Maybe you even average down in the trade. These are all things that we'll do sometimes, and the intention is, can this stock curl back up? Okay, I had a plan, but for whatever reason, whether it's a false breakout, a flush, or a gradual pullback, the stock is not respecting the levels that I thought it did. Hey, let me average down or let me hold longer. And the hope is to get a retest of the highs or a curl back through the highs. But guys, the numbers do not lie. If your numbers are telling you that you're holding too long and the losses are too big, you have to ask yourself, how much is enough, right? How many more losses am I going to continue to sustain because of this bad habit that I have? And that's what it really is. It's a habit, right? You know, you're emotionally tied to the trade and you don't want to see that loss. And what you have to remember in these trades, guys, you have to remember that the loss is only as big as you allow it to be, right? The loss is only as big as you allow it to be. You, as the trader, are in control. And remember, from the moment that the stock is no longer following the setup, the stock is no longer following the plan that you had, then the stock is no longer tamed, you know? When we look at stocks, we can compare them to a tamed animal, you know, a dog. You know, a lot of you guys might have pets, and we can tame a canine, right? We can tame a pet, you know, a golden retriever, right? A husky, a German shepherd, a pit bull. We can tame these animals and have them obey our rules, obey our command. Hey, sit, roll over, you know? When the short sellers are coming in, they're telling these stocks to roll over and flush. As a bull, you know, we want to be able to take control. Hey, stand, get aggressive, break out, you know, jump. We throw the ball, the stock goes and get it. We put out our next resistance level, the stock goes through it. Guys, we are in control. You cannot let that voice inside of your head take control. I was watching a Mighty Recap a few days ago, and you know, our guy Marcelo, he's talking and he's saying, when we're trading, it's as if we have two, you know, constructs on our shoulder, you know, an angel and a devil. And there's those two voices. You know deep down what you're doing is wrong, but you're doing it anyways. Which voice are you listening to? We have to take that red voice and chain it away in the back of our minds and lock it up tight, never to see daylight again, guys. You have to take control of your emotion. You have to take control of the trade. You are in control. Do not allow the market to trick you into thinking that you're less than. Stay strong mentally. Continue to fight. Whenever we're in those trades, I've been there, guys. Whenever we're in those trades, you know, you start to think to yourself, man, if I can at least just get back to break even, you know, I'll sell the stock right there. What happens? We keep going lower. The next day, you're in the same situation. Can we at least get back to break even? The stock comes back to break even, and we forget that it was a terrible stock. It was choppy. It was rejecting the key levels. And we decide, you know what? This thing might just get back to high of day. It might just make new highs. We end up holding a bad stock. It goes up a little bit more. It flushes down, and we're in that situation again. The same predicament. Hey, can we just get back to break even? This time, I'll be sure to sell. But it's already too late. Guys, you got to ask yourself, how much is too much? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. How many times are we going to continue to fall victim to the same problem? Now, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting change. So you got to make a change. You have to make a change, whether it's a mental change that you're putting in place, right? Certain things that you're doing on your side, you know, because you have control, even if it means writing down on a sticky pad, you know, and I'll have a bunch of these sticky pads right here, writing down on a sticky pad so you remember the next day what to do and what not to do, right? It might mean putting a big sign, a big list of rules right over your PC, right on top of your PC. These are things that I've done. Whatever you can do, you must do. That's the only way to ensure success here in the market. Guys, we have to take control. We have to take control. We have to take control. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a change is the definition of insanity. So you have to make a change, not tomorrow, but today. Be ready for that next trade. Challenge yourself in a similar situation. Tomorrow, if you're in a trade and it happens to go against you, challenge yourself. Have that voice of the angel. Take control. Cut that loss. Cut that loss quickly. Your metrics are telling you, hey, the longer you hold, the worse it is. The numbers are not lying. If you're a technical person and you're a numbers person, the numbers are not lying. So fall back on the numbers. You know, if you're someone else, and we all learn in different ways, right? We all learn in different ways. So whatever it takes, try new things. If you're seeing the same issues, try something new, try something different. What do you have to lose? We are already losing. So we have to make a change, guys. You have to actively try to be better. That's the only way to see progress. That is the only way to see progress. So starting tomorrow, let me know, guys. Come back to this video, come in the comments, and let me know if you were able to cut that trade. Let me know down below if you were able to cut that loss. Were you able to see your stop loss and exit quickly, keeping it controlled? Remember, when we let the losses go against us, it throws off our risk. You know, our risk is thrown off in the trade. Our 2-to-1 is gone to a minus, 3-to-1, 4-to-1. It can lead you to an emotional spiral, a snowball, and it gets worse and worse over time if you don't actively make that change, right? So guys, that's what it's all about. Making changes, actively improving, actively trying to be better, because sometimes you might go through a list of 5 things, 10 things. It might be the 11th. That 11th small tweak is the tweak that you needed to be able to see more consistency. So keep working, keep grinding, stay at it. Don't give up. Continue to implement change, guys. If you're having trouble with big share size, maybe you're holding the losses too long because you're too aggressive in your share size. Size down. Size down. Nothing is wrong with sizing down to make sure your emotions are in check. I can tell you guys right now, if I take a 10, 15, 20,000 share position, I'd be very, very anxious, very nervous, very on edge. You know, today I was using 2,000 shares and I felt a little nervy. I was telling the stream today, man, I don't know, I feel kind of excited, kind of nervy, After a while, I calmed down. Felt really good, So if you're a little too anxious, maybe if you're using 4, 5, 10,000, it's all relative, right? If you're someone who's using 50 shares and you size up to 100, maybe it's a little too quick. You might want to increase in increments, right? Some of you guys probably using 10,000, but if you go to 20, you start to feel a little crazy in the trade. So you can go in increments, maybe 12,000, 14,000 versus, hey, let me just jump to 20, 30, 40,000 shares. So we have control, guys. We have control. Are you going to allow your demons to have the better of you? What is it going to be? It's your life. It's your choice. No matter your personal situation, no matter your financial situation, no matter the obstacles, guys, if we have a goal, we have to rise above. We have no choice. We have no choice. We have to rise above. And the way to do it is to actively try, actively put things in place, safety nets. If you're having issues and you're using mental stops, maybe try using a hard stop, bracket orders. There's different order types out there to help with cutting losses. Maybe you put hard stops in place on every single trade. Maybe that's your way out to get to the other side to see some more consistency, So actively try, call in, talk to your, those guys at your broker, see what type of order types are available, trailing stops. These are all different order types that can be used on the side of the broker to help you get out of the trade. If you yourself is not confident and, have that willpower to always exit at every single time, every single turn, every single corner, So, and vice versa. If you're using hard stops and it's not working out for you, maybe try using a mental stop where you are actually clicking the sell button or clicking that hotkey to get out of the trade. Switch it up. Switch it up, right? Don't be afraid of change, guys. Don't be afraid of change. For me, I've been trying so hard every day to get out of my comfort zone, man. Do not be afraid of change. The number one way to grow is to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, right? So thrive in that environment. Thrive in that environment. Continue to look for change and you will see improvements. Let's jump into my metrics from the simulation, guys. How much is too much? Is enough? How much is too much? And can we move past that point? Enough is enough. Let's take a look at those metrics. Let's see the amount of red days that I had, big red days before I finally pulled myself together. This will give you guys some motivation, guys. I've been there. I've been red a lot. Let's take a look. I need you guys to understand, right? I need you guys to see. This is May 2019, guys. In the simulator, I'm trying to find my way towards profitability and understand that the simulation for me, in terms of the emotional connection, was very real, guys. I had that connection, the same way I feel now, even after being live for years, is the same way I was feeling back here. And imagine the pain, imagine the frustration. But there was one constant, and that was myself. Holding the trades too long, revenge trading, and watching those losers get bigger and bigger and bigger, guys. I've had to learn the hard way. I don't want you guys to see me where I'm at now and just think this guy is a natural, he's gifted, he's talented. Nah, man. This is all hard work, man. Over time, actively finding ways to be better. Challenging myself day in, day out. Rewatching my recaps and wanting to go back and slap myself above the head, man. Even now I'm doing that. Even to this day, I'm watching my recaps. I'm watching over my videos, doing my recaps, and man, why did I not cut that trade faster? Why did I not get long? Pulling the trigger. We'll sometimes have issues with that as well. Why did I miss that entry? Guys, it doesn't stop, man. You got to keep actively trying to be better, actively progressing. $4,700 down the drain. Not having control over my emotion. And understand that we're human beings, guys. We are flawed. We make mistakes. It's in our nature. But how often are you going to make the same mistake? The better traders, guys, the master traders, if you want to say guru, they make mistakes too. But it's not as often. It's not as frequent. Where the beginner traders making the mistake once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, 3 times a week, 5 times a week, 10 times a month, 100 times a year. Guys, that master trader, that trader who has his emotions in check, maybe he's making that mistake once every 2 weeks, once a month. Think about that. Maybe 4 times every 6 months, maybe 10 times a year. And so how can you chop it down? You have to chop it down, cut it down, cut down the rate of which you're making the mistakes. Once again, we're humans. And so how can you put a clamp on it? How can you plug it up? How can you plug it up? Okay, maybe some water seeps through the cracks. All right, but you have to close that reservoir. You got to build a dam, and you have to build that dam strong. You don't want to put a Band-Aid to try and cover a dam, guys. It's not going to hold. The water pressure is going to be too strong. But steel, concrete, cement, heck, if you can, make a wall of diamond, have that wall be strong. $4,000 here, man. $4,000. When we go to the calendar, look at the red days, man. All of this was me not cutting the loss, letting the loss go bigger, letting the loss go longer. It's not good, man. And so we are in control, guys. We're in control. I'm going to log in again to my now live account, right? I want to show you guys. This is 2019, right? May 2019, right? Let me log in to my TraderView account after going live October 2020, guys. I want you guys to take a look at this. October 2020. Let's pull this over here. Let's go to full screen. October 2020. We have to continue to build that muscle of discipline and not fall short, because over time, you know, the dam can get a little bit weak. You get a little sloppy. You start to forget. And it's why every day you have to remember to let that discipline compound. Compounding discipline, guys. Compounding discipline. Look at the detailed section here. This is me now using real money. $3,400, guys. A lot of this is me not wanting to cut the loss, not wanting to size down. Whether it's cutting the loss, sizing down, revenge trading, over trading. Different demons, guys. We are in control. You're being gun shy. You're not pulling the trigger where you know there's an A-quality setup. Guys, we have to let our confidence prevail, guys. The market is not better than who we are. We got to let our spirit, we got to let our mindset, our determination prevail. You know, the numbers are not going to lie. So if your numbers are saying, hey, you're losing money at an alarming rate, size down. Size down. What's the point of still sizing up if we're losing money every day? We're only going to see bigger losses. We're going to only hold those losing trades longer. When we go to the calendar, you know, it just doesn't look good. How much is too much? Enough is enough, guys. Let today be the day that you start making that change. Let today be the day that you start making that change. Meditate. Meditate. Even if that's what it takes. Meditate. We have a great community here at Relentless Trading, guys. Utilize the chat room. Utilize the Discord. Utilize the stream. This field is very lonely. It's hard to talk to it about to a spouse. It's hard to talk about trading to a sibling. Only other traders can really understand this feel. You know, it's very unique. The feeling of this universe that we call day trading, swing trading, investing. Every day it's like mental warfare. You have to be your best every day. In some ways, I compare it to high performance sports. Okay, Monday night, it's the playoffs. LeBron James, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo, Tom Brady, you know, whether it's 10 touchdowns, Ronaldo with the hat trick, LeBron James with the 30-point triple-double. But guess what? The next game is on Tuesday, and what you did on Monday in some sense feels like it doesn't matter, because you have to come and perform all over again, and it doesn't stop. It does not stop. This is one thing I've realized with trading, is that we have to be the best version of ourselves every day. From the moment we are less than, we will be losing, guys. Because at the end of the day, it is a competition between you and I. We have to go against not only each other, we have to go against the relentless, the warrior traders, the humble traders. Think about it. The institutions, the high frequency traders, the market makers, the brokers. So if we're not at our best selves, how can we even stand a chance? This is not our best selves. Red day, red day, red day. not cutting the losses, $1,000, 400, 500. Guys, how much is too much? Let today be the change, and stay motivated, stay positive, guys. Sometimes we'll be in a very dark place mentally, but you have to be able to see the light at the tunnel. If not, you will lose yourself, and it'll start to affect you in your personal life. Comment down below. Comment down below if you do the same things you do on a green day, on a red day as well. Do you still go to the gym? Do you still show love to your friends, your family, your co-workers, whatever it might be? Do you still keep up your routine? Is your behavior sluggish on a red day compared to that of a green day? Guys, we cannot take it personal. We cannot take it personal. From the time you make your trading personal, from the time you start to catch feelings, that's the moment you start to lose, guys. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Trust me. I know it's hard. It's not easy. But that's what it takes to be successful in this field. That is what it takes. That is what it takes. Don't let nobody tell you anything else. That is what it takes. We almost have to be on the levels of robots. Hey, I'm red today. I followed my rules. And that's what it comes down to. That's how you're able to accept your red days and take the lessons. Hey, I followed my rules today, man. It was a successful red day. You know? I didn't hold my losers too long. I didn't overtrade, revenge trade. I didn't miss all the good setups. And then bought the highs. And then the stock came crashing down. No. Hey, I am in control. I'm in control. Tell yourself, I am in control. Write it down. Write it down 100 times. I am in control. And start from there. Actively find ways to be better. And once you start mastering your emotions, you'll find yourself following your rules every day. Guys, it's been over 2 years, 2+ years since I've had a day that was just an awful day, you know, where I can say, oh my God, that was just beyond foolish. I've had bad days. I've had sloppy days, but nothing out of the ordinary to where I'm on edge to blow up my account or, you know, so once you get better with the emotions, you see more consistency, guys. So stay strong, stay positive, and know that light is at the end of the tunnel. You know, light is at the end of the tunnel, man. Light is at the end of the tunnel. Light is at the end of the tunnel. You start to move forward from this loss. You start to move forward. You start to move forward. And you start to find yourself again. You start to regain your confidence. And that's where you start to get better. January comes along. You start to be calm. February comes along. And you don't forget. You do not forget what it was like to be red all these months. Sideways, red month, sideways month, sideways month. We cherish those green days, guys. We cherish those green days. We learn from our green days. Likewise, we learn from our red days. Each loss is a lesson learned. Guys, it's been Relentless Trader. I hope you did enjoy this one. This is where I will be shutting it down. Hit that thumbs up button. If you are motivated, if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. Guys, turn on the notification. That way you'll know every time I upload a video, every time I post, and I'm live. Guys, it's been Relentless Trader. Be relentless. Be relentless. Be consistent. And stay disciplined. This is where I am shutting it down. I am, of course, signing out.